Mungu ibariki Tanzania, dumisha uhuru na umoja wake kwa waume na watoto. Mungu ibariki Tanzania na watu wake. Ibariki Tanzania, ibariki Tanzania, tubariki watoto wa Tanzania.
Are you an online student who has been looking at an online platforms or system that you can learn and master advanced physics, advanced chemistry, advanced mathematics, and even basic mathematics? Or are you a parent who have a student who is doing or who is pursuing different science and mathematics subjects in advanced level, who is looking the place where your children can benefit or can learn and master those subjects by differently or by using the power of the internet? Or are you a student or are you a hobbyist in science who would like to master and remember and apply this stuff to solve real life problems? The answer of those questions and even the other one that I didn't mention will be given out in this program or in our online school that called TANZANIA Online Advanced Secondary School. Hi everybody who is watching this program. I'm very happy to welcome all the national, international, and even the local students that I have in this class into our today's session, which is session 00. My name is Olenjolain Moko Tayek Losingo. Simply just you can call me Olenjolain. I thank God by His own grace, He has built in me a gift of teaching. So by God's grace also, He blessed me to be a local teacher in advanced education, and a national teacher in advanced educations, and even international teacher in advanced education. So my coverage is kind of I have a small scale coverage, medium scale coverage, and even a large scale coverage. But everything that I'm going to do, it's by grace of God. Myself, I didn't do anything else to be the way I am. So I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome all the national and international and even local students to learn the beauty of advanced physics, advanced chemistry in our online school that's called TANZANIA Online Advanced Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAIM. Before I take you and give you the overview of what I've written on the blackboard, I would like just to spend a minute to declare the vision that I have myself as the founder of this program. When you read the word of God written in the book of Proverbs 29 verse 18, it says that where there is no vision, people perish. It means that if you have, or for example, have founded the TANZANIA Advanced Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAIM, and then I don't have visions, so the schools or the TOASO schools will be perishing, and even myself, I'm going to be perishing. But even yourself as the students, you have to know the vision of this online school, because we are not here in order to be popular. We are not here because we know so much rather than other teachers. We are here to do our assignment. So this is the vision that you have to remember every time, because vision is God's purpose revealed in the mind of a person in the form of the picture. So I want to declare the end. What should you expect at the fruits of this work? So the vision we have in TOASO is, I have an assignment myself at this moment, and even a group of teachers, because I'll have a team of teachers who will be doing this business for the rest of our life. We have an assignment to teach and train advanced secondary students on how they can extract knowledge, understanding, and wisdom from the classroom instructions in advanced science subjects and even advanced mathematics. In order to combine it, also we are going to teach them to take what they have extracted and combine with knowledge, understanding, and wisdom that will teach them to extract it from the Word of God in order to solve real life problems. So the main objective of TANZANIA Online Advanced Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAIM is not to help students to pass the exam. That's one of our specific objectives. The main objective of our online school is to teach students on how to think differently and think outside of the box, and especially every student has to know he or she has an assignment of solving a particular real life problem. So whether in advanced level, whether after undergraduate level, that's what I want to tell you, and that's what I will be assessing from time to time. It doesn't mean that we want to help you to pass your advanced certificate secondary education examination. No, we will help you, but that is one of specific objective. There's a difference between main objective and specific objective. So to help you to pass your exam is one of the specific objectives. However, that in this program this time will be focused on that specific objective. Why? Because advanced secondary students are stressed out on how they can pass the final exam. When you have a freedom in your mindset, then now, in later time, in the future, I will teach you how you have to think differently. I will teach you how to exceed the boundaries that many students used to end, that I want to pass the advanced certificate secondary education examination, and then I want to go to the college or to the university. So I have arranged in that style because, first of all, when I will be starting from the top to the bottom, I know that many students will not persist because they still have a struggle for the year final exam. So, again, I would like to take this opportunity within a few minutes to introduce to you and just explain what I've written on the blackboard, then we'll start our session. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome all our online students into TANZANIA Online Advanced Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAIM. Simultaneously, at this time, we are sharing our content in our own country and even worldwide through our official YouTube channel that called TANZANIA Online A-Level Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAIM. We have so many departments in our TOASO school. One of the departments is called Advanced Physics. The other ones is Advanced Chemistry. We have Advanced Mathematics. And also we have departments of worship, departments of praise, departments of kingdom of heaven. Because I told you that it means that you have to expect that we are going to combine two things the world think that it's impossible to combine them. But the result will be extraordinarily high. So the subject of the day is Advanced Physics. I dedicate this session to all the pre-Form 6 students, all the Form 6 students, reciters, QT, grade 12, teachers, and physicists. And this is chapter 1, that's called the Electromagnetism. This is session 00, which is titled as General Introductions of Electromagnetism. And I believe that you are ready. I would like now to take a few minutes. This is special for the students who have never registered themselves in our TOASO online school, and also for the new students who have joined us for the first time today. If you have registered yourself into our official YouTube channel, then you can skip this part and then just jump into the starting or the beginning of the session, jump into the quick review of, but we don't have a quick review, but in some other sessions we'll be having a quick review. So jump into a quick review and then continue. So this is special for new students and unregistered students because we like you to give you an overview of how you can register yourself. And the good thing, registrations into TOASO is free. Wonderful. And then it's only one lifetime registration. If you register yourself it means you register yourself at this time, then it's done. Okay? So this is registration to TOASO. TOASO is abbreviations of TANZANIA Online Advanced Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAI. The first requirement for you to register permanently, you should have something we call it, or you should have an address we call it an email. So if you don't have an email, create a new email. How you can create a new email, just to go into the Google and then you ask the Google system to teach you how you can create a new email within 1 minute. Right? Yes. So create a new email if you don't have any. If you have, then skip the first step. So we have Yahoo, so you can create a Yahoo email. Yahoo, or a Gmail. Okay? The second step, then we ask you to use your email to sign in YouTube. So listen these steps. I would like to encourage even yourself when you are going to share with some other students. They can tell them to follow these instructions for them to register permanently because this is the ongoing work. It will never last. It will last. I don't think it will never last because for myself, I'll be teaching for the rest of my life. So the end of me teaching or the end of my teaching is when I die. There's no retirement because this is my work. It's not a job to me. It's a work. So nobody who is allowed to retire in the work. So sign in YouTube by using what? By the email you have created or any email that you have already created or you've created today. The second step, we ask you that to search. So now search what? Search this. Tanzania Online A-Level Circuit School in square bracket OLENJOLAIM. So don't search to ASO, it's not there. What you can search on YouTube is this official YouTube channel name. But just I'm writing to ASO because of the space and redeeming the time. So search to ASO where? Not in Facebook. Search to ASO in YouTube, not in Instagram. You won't find it. So when you search it, you will see what? First of all, you will see our welcoming poster. For example, if you are studying at Minaki Secondary School, when you get or when you arrive nearby Minaki Secondary Schools, especially at entrance gate, you will find what? A poster that the Ministry of Education and Vocational Training, Minaki High Secondary School. So for us, this is what Minaki High Secondary School. Or if you are studying at Iboru, you are studying at Mzumbe, you are studying at Tabora Boys, you are studying at maybe at what? St. Stephen, St. Peter. So different. You are at Marians, you are studying at Shaman Robert, you are studying at Tanzania. So you'll find. So this is our welcoming poster. You'll find a national flag of Tanzania. Yes, I am a Tanzanian, and this is our national flag. So you see a round buttons with this national flag that indicate it's our official online school. So then beside it, you will see Tanzania Online A-Level Circuit School. So even these local students, they can observe what I'm telling them just to follow this instruction. Here you see the number of videos. So how many videos do we have right now? You want to know how many videos are there for advanced secondary student. Then if you reach there, you see the number 40 of videos, right? So again, what we ask you, we ask you to go to the first step. Because if you arrive at the welcoming post of Minaki, you are not yet at Minaki. You are about to get in what? Minaki. So if you arrive and then you enjoy the national flag and round buttons, then you are not yet in our ASO school. So we ask you to go to the first step. We ask you to click the round button. The round button, okay? So click the round button once, just only once. And then, you know what YouTube will do for you? You'll be taken into our official online school. And what are you going to see again? First of all, you'll see something, we call it in multimedia, a ban of Tanzania. At this moment, we can change this, all of this, because it's just a work of multimedia. But for this time, you'll see, again, TZD national flag. So you see Tanzania national flag. But at the bottom, you'll see horizontal toolbar, which returns homes. And then you have what? Videos. So listen, because I will give you instructions of how you can access this stuff. Playlist. Then you see community, channel, and about. But you know what happens? Again, if you look on your right hand side, you will see a software button written subscribe. Subscribe. So just listen carefully. This horizontal toolbar is very important. Okay, but just skip it for this time. Now, in order for you to register into our ASO school permanently, we ask you to click the button written subscribe. Once you click it, the color will change from red of the text into gray color. But also, the word will be in form of past tense, subscribed. Right? This is an English word. It's not a YouTube word. It's an English word. It has a meaning. Do you know the meaning of subscribe? Give me informations if there's any new brand. Give me informations. If you have any new brand, give me information. That means of subscribe. So even yourself, you can subscribe your clients. Right? So it means that once you click this subscribe, then you'll see an icon of 40 of the bell. Click it once. You'll be given 3 options. Choose an option of 40 of all. From there, you have already registered permanently in our online Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School, square bracket OLENJOLAIM. So right now, you are actually a serious student and registered student. And our registrations is 1 lifetime registrations. There's no need every 10 registrations. Just you have to register once, then it's done. So do you know advantage of you to subscribe? This is the advantage. This is the ongoing work. Right now, we thank God by His grace, we have recorded more than 130 videos for advanced education in 8 subjects. But this is still ongoing work. At this time, initially, we would like to have a vision of recording more than 600 videos. So we'll be updating, or we'll be publishing, or we'll be uploading at least one video in a day. So when you subscribe, the YouTube community will give you information, will inform you automatically where you are at any time when you get into online system. All right? So from there, you'll be informed. No need to wait maybe an idea from another students. You know that OLENJOLAI has added maybe session 1. So for example, this is session 0. So if you subscribe today, then you'll get the information or notified when session 1 will be in air, in atmosphere. So that's all about it. This is the 50th step. That's all about registration. Then I wanted to take you just within a few minutes on how you can access our content easily, because we have a vision of having hundreds of videos, which actually you have to be selective in order to get what you're looking for. So the 60th step, we ask you to click, just to come at the top and then find this word written playlisting. So click the word playlist. Okay, playlist. What means of playlist? When we teach you electromagnetism, we are going to create a playlist for it. Electromagnetism, for me, it's a main topic. It has three other topics. So we create also a playlist for every topic. And then in this playlist, we collect all the videos about electromagnetism from the first session to the last session. So when you cover the first session, then you go into the second session. There's no need hassling too much. Okay? So for example, you can click the playlist and then scroll down until you see electromagnetism. The playlist written electromagnetism. Then there you will find the first session to the last session, so 40 electromagnetism. So we create a playlist for each topic. We create a playlist for each subject. If you want to see the collections of all the videos about advanced physics for the Form 5, you can find the playlist written advanced physics for the Form 6 or advanced physics for the Form 5. So there you will find all the videos about of all the topics about for the Form 5 and all the topics for the what? For the Form 6. Alright? That's very important. The last step now, we know that you'll enjoy our content because we are serious, and actually this is an assignment for us. So God is the one who is assessing us. So we have a great fear of God to make sure that we give you or we teach you high quality materials. Okay? So we ask you again to click an icon at the bottom on your right hand side at the bottom written share. Have you seen that? So share. When you click these icons of share, the YouTube will generate something we call it a link, a video link. So you can share this video link. So click share to share what? To share this video link. Okay? To other students. Because right now, there's no need for you to meet with OLENJOLAI to teach you. You just need an internet, and then you access everything anywhere at any time. Even at midnight. There's no need for OLENJOLAI. OLENJOLAI can come in your house and teach you about the beauty of advanced physics. This is great, actually. I don't know about you, but for me, it made a sense. I didn't have this opportunity. If I could have this opportunity, I think I could even be a private candidate. Okay? Because sometimes going to school, it can be shared. It can be boring. Okay? That's the truth, the environment that we have. Okay, but everything has its meaning. So, click share to share this video link to other students via what? Social media. We know that we are experts in social media. And one of the social media you met in your life, because you are a social media generation, is what? Mostly it is WhatsApp. So you can share the video link for this with your friends through WhatsApp. You can share through Facebook, through Telegram, through Instagram, through TikTok, through what is aside, so etc., etc., etc. So you can share the video link to other students around the world. Another thing I want to say in advance before we start today's session, I'll be using the syllabus of United Republic of Tanzania to teach this stuff. But for international students, should not be confused about this, because the advanced physics we are going to teach you, we Tanzanians, we have never discovered anything else. We have never contributed anything else, rather than receiving and learning. So this is a worldwide advanced physics. But our syllabus is just selecting what you have to cover in this topic and what you have to cover in this topic. Okay? Wonderful. So if that's the case, then let us go into the session. So you can take your exercise book, your scientific calculator, and then your fresh mindset, and let us go into today's session. Okay? And expecting great things. Again, before we start our today's session, in case you have any question, there's no need to, it means that to meet me in order to ask me a question about the session. YouTube created the comment sections for you to ask you questions. So use the comment section to ask the question about what I'm going to teach you. Right? And I will try my level best to answer you. So we have, this is session 00 called General Introductions of Electromagnetism. Okay, so let me write it here. So you can start writing. Okay, I'm using different teaching style. I'm using different teaching aids. So you have to stay tuned. And everything that I do, I understand what is the contribution in your life, present and future. Okay, general introductions of what electromagnetism. So always, I used to learn advanced physics by starting with the big picture. This is OLENJOLAI's big picture. Yeah? So you can write OLENJOLAI big picture. Okay? Because it might not be your big picture, but if for right now I'm inducing you to have a big picture, so OLENJOLAI big picture on what? On physics. Okay? So listen carefully. So we began, myself and even yourself, we began a journey of learning physics since the primary education. And there, the subject of physics is called the science. Wonderful. So you had science. I believe we began to learn science from standard 3, if I'm not mistaken. Then we learned until we graduated the primary education. So this is primary school education. Then we get into the next level. For we who are Tanzanian, we went to what? To O level. The subject of science has been divided mainly into 3 subjects, into 3 main subjects. And this is biology. This is the big picture. You have to write it down. Just write, because I'm building something extraordinary. This is what makes me to go far and learn something new in advanced physics. Okay? So we had 2 subjects. This is O level, which in Tanzania you have to do for 3 years. So it means that this is O level from 1 to Form 4. In some other countries, it may be maybe 2 years, 3 years, mostly 3 to 4 years. Okay. So then we had this subject of physics. So when we get into advanced level, this is A level, after graduating after graduating O level, then we may take a route of A level or we may take a route of ordinary diploma. But let me talk about A level. So in A level, the subject of physics, first of all, it turns its name from physics into advanced physics. Right? And then from there, we have 2 subjects that we have to cover. This is 2 years. In Tanzania, this is 2 year education, and that's what we are dealing with it. In case that you want to learn the beauty of biology, physics, and chemistry for O level, from Form 1 to Form 4, then I have another YouTube channel, which actually that you have to change this letter O, A into O, and then you get in there, and you'll find interesting videos for you. Okay? That using also the syllabus of Tanzania. So we have, so here we have physics. So we have physics for the Form 5. This is the subject. Okay? And also you have another subject which is called, you can call it advanced physics, Form 5. And then here we have advanced physics, Form 6, advanced physics, Form 6. So you have 2 subjects. You have 2 subjects. Form 5, advanced physics for the Form 5, and advanced physics for the Form 6. Then, here we are right now. This is the subject. So in advanced physics for the Form 5, if just I keep on this tree diagram, you have to start writing. Don't think that I will give you time for copying. I'll be keeping on. Advanced physics for the Form 5, and I'm not wasting my time. Form 6, advanced physics for the Form 6. Here, in this subject, according to the syllabus of the United Republic of Tanzania, which is called the Physics Syllabus for Advanced Secondary Education Form 5 and Form 6, we have 5 main topics of physics that we have to cover in advanced physics Form 6. The first one is called the electromagnetism. This is the first one. The second one is called the current electricity. Current electricity. Okay? The third one, after current electricity, is called the electronics. Wonderful. Electronics is the beautiful topic for me. Electronics. Okay? Electronics, because I love it before, since I was a child. Okay. Then the first topic is called the atomic physics. Atomic physics, the first topic according to the syllabus, atomic physics. And then the last one is called the environmental, okay, environmental physics. Not environmental chemistry, environmental physics. So some other teachers that used to come, here it is electromagnetism. Then they start. Okay, it's fine. That's the hairstyle. But for me, I cannot just come and jump somewhere else. I have to remind you, this is the big picture. This journey has started since we are in standard 3. So it's still ongoing, yeah, ongoing. So for example, if you graduate this one, it means you go into advanced physics in undergraduate, in master degree. You can keep on learning advanced physics in PhD. It means that in doctorate studies. So physics has no end. Right? Yeah. So then, these are the stuff. So we have a business, a serious business on working on those 5 topics. But this is the shortest topic compared to all other 5 topics. So from there, because I didn't write their names exactly, so it means that right now we can say that topics of 40 of advanced physics. So now we can write them clear and pray to God so that you may understand these topics. And I just forgot, I'm sorry. We have to invite God in this program. Okay? You have to invite God in this program. I would like to spend 1 minute to pray for you, because for me, I need God in this program. It is a serious, it is a hard program that I have ever done. And even to you, I know you need the help of God. Regardless of your religions, regardless of your faith, that's not a context. The context here, living God can help us. So let us pray. Our Father, who is in heaven, we come before your presence. We say thank you for this invitation, and we thank you for your love. And thank you for your love in Tanzania, that right now you open doors in order to learn advanced subjects or advanced subjects and advanced mathematics online anywhere at any time. And this actually will help every student who has to pursue these subjects at the part of their vision. My Father, myself, I ask you understanding, knowledge, and wisdom on teaching your students, whether locally, nationally, and even internationally. Father, I'm praying also for all our students, open their mind to understand what am I going to teach them, and help them to understand and apply to solve real-life problems, and also even to apply to answer any questions in any exams ahead of them. My Father, I thank you because you heard my prayer, and we believe that right now you are in your midst, and we give you all the glory and praise. Amen. Okay. So topics of advanced physics from 6. So I say from 6. So I'm using the national fact of Tanzania, and this is, you say that according, not according to OLENJOLAI, according to advanced physics syllabus of Tanzania. Advanced physics syllabus, not of, for, so advanced physics syllabus for what? For advanced secondary education. For advanced, I see some of my local students here are not writing, they're just watching me. I wonder them, while the sessions has already started. Advanced physics, okay? Advanced physics are syllabus for advanced secondary education. This is very important information more than you think. It's very important more than the questions used to answer. So what I'm providing you, no any teacher I could think that could provide to you. Why? Because they might think that it is wasting your time. That's very important information for you. So according to the advanced physics syllabus for advanced secondary education, from 5 to from 16, there are 5 topics in advanced physics from secondary education in Tanzania. Okay, in Tanzania. So this is in Tanzania. From 5 to Form 6. There are 5 topics in advanced physics in Form 6. Okay, so we name them in this way. The first one is called the electromagnetism that we are going to introduce to you today. Electromagnetism. This is the first topic. The second one is called the current electricity. Say with me, current electricity, because when you say, you are right in your mindset. Current electricity. Then the third one is called electronics. You should not be in pressure that I'm wasting time. I'm not wasting time. This is one of the teaching techniques that I'm using. I think you have already copied this information, so it's a time for me to clear what I've written for you and have applied. Okay, so electronics are the meanings of general introduction. Then the first topic is called the atomic physics. Atomic physics. Then the fifth topic is called the environmental physics. Environmental physics. That's the fifth topic that we have to cover in advanced physics in Form 6. Environmental physics. Okay. So from here, from this tree diagram, we find electromagnetism as the first topic. So let us now take our focus on electromagnetism. So you have to listen carefully on electromagnetism. So to me, according to the syllabus and my understanding, and what I've observed in different past papers, and what I've observed that are from the work of different teachers who have been working on advanced physics before me, I break electromagnetism into 3 topics. So electromagnetism for me, it's a main topic. But within it, we'll find 3 topics. And here it is. So I took electromagnetism, just continuing. This is the meaning of general introduction. I know for the many students, especially advanced secondary students, this is something new for them. So they can ignore. But you remember me one day. Okay, so this is electromagnetism. So it has 3 topics, because itself is the main topic. The first one, we call it magnetic forces and the field. Magnetic forces. I know that you know the topics of the Form 6. Not everybody knows magnetic forces. Magnetic forces and what? And fields. This is the first topic that we are going to cover. And then the second main topic of magnetism is called magnetic properties of materials. Magnetic properties because of space of materials. Magnetic properties of material. And the magnetic flux density, which you write this one, magnetic field, the magnetic flux density of what? Of S. I'll write it down. Just write it this way in short form, and then I'll write every word in the next part. Then the third topic is called the electromagnetic. So electromagnetic induction. So electromagnetic induction. Electromagnetic induction. So 3 topics of electromagnetism. Electromagnetism. 3 topics of electromagnetism are: the first one, I say it is called magnetic. There is me magnetic field, magnetic forces. There with me magnetic forces, please. You're not speaking loudly. I don't know why. You have to be happy. Yeah, learning on how we can solve real life problems. So magnetic forces and the fields. Then the second topic is called the magnetic properties. Magnetic what? Properties of what? Of materials. Which kind of materials? Magnetic materials. Of materials. Because we have magnetic materials in the world. And what? And the magnetic flux density. So tell your neighbor now, it's a time for enjoying the beauty of advanced physics. So it's called what? Magnetic flux density. Right? This part. So pronounce this way because that's the song, that's the chorus of this song. That's called magnetic properties of materials and magnetic flux density of the S. Do you know that the S is, or the S contains magnetic properties in nature? If you don't know, we'll learn it. Okay? It's one of the branch, which is very interesting. Then the second topic of the main topic of electromagnetism is called now what? Electromagnetic induction, where you will find the electromagnetic in action. So in electromagnetic induction, you'll find Faraday's first law of electromagnetic induction, Faraday's second law of electromagnetic induction. You'll find also the work of Henry as a physicist. You'll find also the work of Fleming, right-hand rule. So you'll be finding so many physicists who have been working there. Even Maxwell has been working and did a lot of experiments on this part of electromagnetic induction. Actually, it's very interesting because what we are learning is the nature of the world where we are living in. So these are the three main topics. So we'll be learning them in actual Latin in different styles, but we have to cover these three main topics as long as we are dealing with electromagnetism. Another piece of information that I want to share with you, according to the advanced secondary education examinations, which is AC, Advanced Certificate Secondary Education Examination, the question of magnetism will appear in paper 2, not paper 1, neither paper 1 nor paper 3. And in most cases, it will reward you 20 marks. This is special for the Tanzanians, Tanzania Advanced Secondary students. Okay, so if that's the case, that's a piece of information that's very important. Then let me take you now into subtopics of magnetism. So subtopics of what? Of electromagnetism. These subtopics I would like to present to you according to the advanced physics syllabus for advanced secondary education in Tanzania from 5 to Form 6. That's why that I have to start with it. This is according to me and according to the way that I'm going to teach you. Right? It's not written anywhere else in this syllabus book. This is according to my assessment and my arrangement as a teacher who is going to teach you advanced physics. According to the syllabus, and this book, I recommend it to be your first book to have in your hand, according to advanced physics. Remember that you are still dealing with big picture. Advanced physics, I know where you want to go, and just keep waiting. We'll get there, and even yourself will pray us to go back. Advanced physics syllabus for what? For advanced secondary education, Form 5 to Form 6. Advanced secondary education in Tanzania. Let me specify. In Tanzania, my beautiful country, in short, you call it INTZ. Tanzania, Form 5 to Form 6. There are 5 subtopics of what? Of electromagnetism. Let me tell you the page when you get to this book. So I would like to rely on factors of electromagnetism. Namely, the first one is called the magnetic fields. So the first subtopic according to the syllabus is called magnetic fields. Magnetic fields are the first one. The second subtopic, these are subtopics, are not topics. So the second subtopic, magnetic properties of material. Magnetic properties of what? Of materials. Magnetic properties of what? Of materials. Magnetic properties of material. The third subtopic is called magnetic force. This is big picture for electromagnetism. Magnetic force, magnetic forces. Then the fourth subtopic is called the electromagnetic induction. Write down, please. Write down. You remember this fact one day. Magnetic induction. This is the light. Tell your neighbor, this is the light. This is the light for you. You have to know what you should cover in advance. So myself, I'm an open teacher. So I want to unlock to all my students in advance, where are we going? Where are we heading? So even myself, I will fail to take you into the last destination. You may go because you know what should be covered. So it's called electromagnetic induction. This is T. Let me just write it here, because this is very important subtopic. Induction. Induction. Then you know the last subtopic is called the magnetic fields. Magnetic fields. Magnetic fields of the S. Magnetic field of the S. So according to the book of 40 of the syllabus, which is called the Advanced Physics Syllabus for Advanced Secondary Education, Form 5 to Form 6, prepared by Tanzania Institute of Education, or in short we call it TAI. Then there are 5 subtopics, and let me tell you the page, because I know some students, they say, sir, you are lying. What you are telling us is not true. So you'll find from pages 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So the reference, so refer page 32 to 36 of this book, which you can get in our advanced library. Very important book. To me, to all my students, the first book I recommend for them is this syllabus book, because it will give you a light. Okay? Because many students are used to live a life that a teacher is the one who knows what to cover. So in advanced life, that's not necessary. You have to unlock. So even if the teacher will never, maybe will fail to take you into the destination, you may go yourself because you know what should be covered. Right? That is according to my philosophy. Say that is OLENJOLAI philosophy. It might be yours also, but if you find this crazy, thank you. Just leave it to me. Okay. So that is what I wanted to share with you. So if you can analyze, so let me give you the secret. Tell your neighbor, are you ready to receive secret from OLENJOLAI? Okay. So are you ready? If you're not ready, I want to unlock that secret. For the local students, are you ready for that? Online students, are you ready? Say yes. Why are you not confident? Or you're not ready, so I can continue with the next one. Are you ready for that?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. At least the one. So how did I formulate the 3 topics from electromagnetism? The skills, understanding, and the relationship between these 3 topics that I've mentioned. I got them from the 5 subtopics which have been mentioned in Advanced Physics Syllabus for secondary education in Tanzania for 5 or from 6. How? Listen careful. I said the first topic is called what? Magnetic forces and fields. What are we going to cover here? Listen, stop writing. So what are we going to cover here? So it means that... So my dear student, let us continue with our session of general introductions of electromagnetism, and I would like to show you the relationship between the 3 topics of electromagnetism and 3 subtopics of what? And 5 subtopics of electromagnetism according to the syllabus. So, relationship between 3 topics or chapters and the 5 subtopics of electromagnetism. I formulated these 3 topics or chapters from the 5 subtopics of electromagnetism which I've mentioned before. So the first chapter is called magnetic. You can call it magnetic fields and magnetic forces. So fields, plural, or magnetic forces, singular. Magnetic forces is plural also. So magnetic fields and magnetic forces. So the subtopic that formulated this topic, it's the first subtopic that titled or called magnetic force, magnetic forces. And the second subtopic that formulated this topic is magnetic. The first one is magnetic fields. Then the second one is called the magnetic forces. Magnetic forces. Then the second topic is called the magnetic properties. Magnetic properties of material. It's called magnetic properties of materials and magnetic field of the earth. Magnetic properties of materials and magnetic force of the earth. Magnetic field of the earth. So this, I formulated this topic from two subtopics. The first one is called the magnetic properties. Magnetic properties. Magnetic properties of materials. Magnetic properties of materials. And then the second one is called the magnetic field of S. Magnetic field of S. Then the last topic is called the electromagnetic induction, and subtopic which formulated this one is the fifth subtopic in the listing that called the electromagnetic induction. So in the list of subtopics are called the syllabus of physics for advanced secondary education from 5 to Form 6 in Tanzania. This was 5th subtopic, and then magnetic fields of the S. This is the force. Then you have magnetic properties of materials. This is the second. Then you have magnetic forces. This is the third subtopic. You have magnetic fields. This is the first in the list. So that the relationship between 3 topics and 5 subtopics of electromagnetism. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. Ladies and gentlemen, let me now take you into the next interesting part, and which will be the last part for this general introduction of electromagnetism. And I would like to teach you about specific objectives of each subtopic. So the next part is called the specific objectives of each subtopic. So I've presented to you 5 subtopics. So each subtopics, there are so there are some specific objective that the students has to achieve when you cover each subtopic. So this because according to the physics syllabus for this book is called Physics Syllabus for Advanced Secondary Education from 5 to Form 6. There are 6 columns. The first column is called the topic or subtopic. The second column is called specific objectives. The third column is called teaching and learning strategies. The fourth column is called the resources. The fifth column is called the assessment. And the last column is called the estimated number of periods. Very interesting. So let us start with the first, with specific objectives of the first subtopic. So this is number 1, specific objectives that the students has to achieve after covering the first subtopic, objectives of the first subtopic, which is called the magnetic fields. And I'll be quoting from this book. According to the physics syllabus for advanced secondary education, page 32. So this is shown in page 32. Page 32. So there are 3 specific objectives that the students has to achieve after covering the first subtopic that's called magnetic fields. Then I will take you to the next subtopic and next subtopic until we reach to the last subtopic. So I'll be just mentioning the specific objective. So let me go. So by the end of this subtopic, the student, the student should be able to Roman A, distinguish to distinguish between magnetic flux density, B, and magnetic field intensity. Magnetic field intensity, and this is represented as H. This is the first specific objective that the students has to achieve after covering the subtopic called magnetic fields. You should be able to distinguish between magnetic flux density and magnetic field intensity, which it is H. Then, the second specific objective, students also should be able to investigate the magnetic field density due to a conductor carrying current. This is the second specific objective that the students has to achieve after covering the subtopic of magnetic field. Then, the third specific objective, I leave a blank. You have to make sure that you order this book or you find elsewhere. You may order a copy of it, which is cheap, which may not cost you more than 10,000 just to order this. So, we are using the technique or the teaching system that we call active learning, where a student is centered. So, you as the students, you have also to find this book and fill the blank for the said specific objective. Once you finish it, then you close your quotation mark. Okay, so we have what? Specific objective now. Specific objectives. So active learning means you can pause a video and then try to do the question yourself or try to define the technology yourself. So specific objectives of the second subtopic that called magnetic properties of materials. Specific objectives of magnetic properties of materials. Magnetic properties of materials. So here there are some specific objectives. The first one, by the end of this subtopic, the student should be able to A, investigate magnetic permeability of material. Investigate magnetic permeability of materials. Investigate magnetic permeability of materials. But the first specific objective that the students has to achieve after covering the subtopic called magnetic properties of materials. The second specific objective, I leave the blank, so you have to fill yourself. You have to find this book and fill the blanks. It's very important because these are the goals that you have to achieve. So let me write the said specific objective. You are the students, you must be able to interpret. There is a resistance loop for B and H. You must be able to interpret. The hysteresis loop. The hysteresis loop for magnetic flux density and magnetic field intensity. Then the fourth specific objective, I leave the blank, then end the quotation. So now, if you have any question about specific objective that you have to achieve when you cover the second subtopic, then ask your question in the comment section of this video. This is a foundation of electromagnetism. Then, ladies and gentlemen, you have to achieve 3 specific objectives when you accomplish the said subtopic, which is called magnetic forces. So, specific objectives. Specific objectives of specific objective of magnetic force, specific objective of magnetic forces, so by the end of this, subtopic, the student should be able to Roman A, investigate the factors which determine the magnetic force. Investigate the factors which determine the magnetic force, investigate the factors which determine the magnetic force. So investigate the factors which determine the magnetic force on a current carrying conductor. On a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field. My general introduction of each topic is a little bit different from what you have experienced from other teachers, but it's very important. The second specific objective that the students has to achieve at the end of covering the subtopic of magnetic forces is Roman B, so you have to fill the blank. Then Roman C, you have to identify applications of magnetic forces. Identify applications of magnetic forces. That is Roman C. So we had only 3 specific objectives in this subtopic. So the first list of specific objectives of the first subtopic, that's called the magnetic field of the S, are the following. Now the first subtopic is electromagnetic induction, so specific objectives of electromagnetic induction. Just have interchange the numbering between number 4, specific number 4 and specific number 5. Because the specific object number 5 is magnetic field of the S. So specific objectives of electromagnetic induction should not confuse the induction. So let me quote. By the end of this subtopic, the student who is learning electromagnetic induction should be able to achieve the following specific objective. How many specific objectives are there? 4. So I'll mention 2, and I'll leave the other 2 specific objectives as your homework that you have to fill the blank. A, explain the concepts of flux linkage. At the end of electromagnetic induction should be able to explain the change, explain the concept of the flux linkage, So explain the concepts of flux linkage. B, let me leave the space for you. Then C, let me present to you. Distinguish between self-induction and mutual induction. Find this book and fill the blank. Distinguish between, should be able to distinguish between self-induction and the mutual induction. Then the first and last specific objective is left as your assignment. Then we go into 1.5, all specific objectives of the fifth subtopic. That will be the end of this session. Specific objectives of magnetic field of the S, of magnetic field specific objectives of magnetic field of the S. So we have the following specific objectives. By the end of this subtopic, the student should be able to the origin, so should be able to explain the origin of the S's magnetic field. The origin of the S's magnetic field. Roman B, I leave it as your homework. Then Roman C, explain variations of S's magnetic field. Explain variations of S's of S's magnetic field. Then Roman D is left as your homework. So now, let me leave homework 00. Find electromagnetism. What the means of the term or the phenomena called electromagnetism? What is electromagnetism? Ladies and gentlemen, this is end of session 0, titled General Introduction of electromagnetism. I would like to take this opportunity, first of all, to thank God, and let us give Him thanks first before we just finish up with couples of announcement. Our Father who is in heaven, we come before Your presence. We say thank You for Your greatness that has been manifested in this session. I thank You for the fresh preparation and teaching anointing that You have given me when I began to teach session 0, the general introduction of electromagnetism, at this moment. Father, I thank You because You have opened the mind of the students to receive this good news about the overview of the first topic in advanced physics from 16, electromagnetism. I and all the online students and physical students, Lord, we give You all the glory and praise for the gracing that You've been doing to ourselves. Receive all the glory and praise and receive our thanks from our heart. We invite You in the next session, session 1, session 2, session 3, session 4, session 5, continuously to the 10s of the sessions of electromagnetism. In Jesus' name, amen. May God bless you, and I have just couples of announcements. After establishing TANZANIA Online Advanced Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAIM, we were not satisfied. Then we thank God, by His grace, we also established the TANZANIA Online Advanced Library, where we equip our students with very important, relevant materials that they can use to learn advanced physics from different reference books. The first reference book is this syllabus book that called the Physics Syllabus for Advanced Secondary Education from 5 to Form 6. The second one is the textbook. This is just a sample. Okay? It's called the Principles of Physics or S-Chant. This is Chant 1. We have Chant 2. We have also a level physics. Roger Lancaster. We have NERCON, 5th edition, 7th editions. And also we have another reference textbook that called Tom Duncan. We have also done TIE. We call them a level physics. But also let to equip our students with Advanced Physics 1 review, questions and answers from 2003-2016. On my left hand side, I have Advanced Physics 2 review, questions and solutions of 2016 to 2020. So you may order a batch, just one of this book or all these books in any region, and we may send it to you or we may ship it to you in any regions of Tanzania. You may also order original scientific calculator that called Casio function 981 MS. How can you order it online? That is good questions. The answer is send an SMS of your order. So this telephone number 0759745331, and I will call you in order to accomplish this interesting business. The last announcement, if you feel from your heart that you want to offer our Almighty God your freewilling thanksgiving for this, for what He has done to you and how God has transformed your life into ASO, then don't hesitate yourself to send your freewilling thanksgiving of any amount. So this telephone number 0759745331. Until we meet, I would like to invite you in session 1. Until we meet in the session 1, may God bless you and keep you safely until the next session. Keep enjoying the beauty of advanced physics for the rest of your life, and this is the fundamental session or period of electromagnetism to all our online, national, local, and international students. Thank you very much for watching this video and listening carefully and just doing everything that we have asked you to do. May God bless you and keep you until we meet in the next session. This is OLENJOLAI from beautiful country Tanzania. Keep enjoying advanced physics. Physics is beautiful and you have to love it for the rest of your life. See you in session 1.
Mungu ibariki Tanzania, dumisha uhuru na